What's going on, everybody? I told you I'd be back to make another video this week. Yay! And this is also going to be like a little mini series for the month of December. I'm going to try and incorporate like more holiday videos because Christmas is my all-time favorite season. Holiday of the year. So, yay! And one of my biggest things, like with Christmas, I know I'm like all moving around and whatnot, like a little mom. Like I was saying, one of my biggest things about Christmas is that I say Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays, 'tis the season. It's Merry Christmas. But anywho, let's pull this bad boy back and close up. See this? Oh, isn't it pretty? Well, if y'all keep watching, I'll show you how to get this look without being like a weirdo in the camera. But yeah, keep watching it and I will show you how to do this. Okay, we're going to start with our Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer. You're going to work this all over your face. I like to dot just these full areas. I feel like I'm doing that little prayer thing that I've seen some people do. I'm sorry if that offended some of y'all. I wasn't aiming to do that. Now that our face is all nice and primed and pretty and even, we're going to use our foundation. I'm using my Revlon Color Stay. I know it looks weird. It's just I had it sitting up like this. And mine's in sand beige. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques face brush to blend it all out. Now we got our foundation put in spots all over our face the way we want it. We're going to take our Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and buff it on out and cover that face because this is some scary stuff. La 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 la. Now that we have the foundation done and smeared all over, well, it's not smeared, buffed, you know what I mean. I'm going to take another Real Techniques brush, and it's the buffing brush. And any brush strokes I see, I'm just going to buff them out. Just, well, it doesn't take much. And I know I use a lot of brushes, but to me, it's the fun part of makeup. Now we're going to do our under eye concealer, and my favorite one right now is the CoverGirl No Lay Simply Ageless eye concealer. And I think they discontinued this, which thankfully I was able to get mine on clearance, and this stuff is awesome. I just like to put like a few dots up under each eye, and this stuff feels so good up under my eyes. And I just pat that in. Got them little dark circles. I'm sorry, didn't mean to flick you off. Got those little dark circles covered up, and I want to use another concealer because I'm going for like a full holiday glam look, and I want everything to be flawless. I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, and this is light pale. And I just take this and I just make like a little triangle fanned out on each side. And then I take my fingers and I just pat it and blend it. And then see, I got that all nice and blended out. I know it looks a little lighter, but you know, I like a lighter face right here. And I'm also going to take a little bit more concealer and just bring it down the bridge of my nose, because it gets really red. And like with Casey Holmes, she's the one that got me to do this. It actually helps my foundation and stuff last out longer, and this first place gets super oily, and putting concealer actually really helps. So once you do that, just pat it on out, blend it out, whatever. Every girl's terms are different. Okay, get that all done. Next thing I'm taking is this Oil Control Pressed Powder by CoverGirl. It's just a blue one because I have very oily skin. I'm taking a little poof out. This, before I discovered makeup brushes and all this other stuff, I was using a little poof, and I never threw it away. Don't judge me. But I'm taking an e.l.f. powder brush. I'm going to put it all in and just set up under my eyes and my nose. I also like to put a little up here too on my forehead because I get very oily up there as well. And then once all that is done in the center, I'm taking another pressed powder, but it's a little darker. And it's by Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind Protector Finishing Powder. And this is in Buff Beige. That's what it looks like. And I've hit pan because this stuff is pretty good. And I like the color. And yeah. And I just pat this all around my face. That's all patted around. I'm going to take this powder brush and just buff everything together so nothing looks harsh or not put together right. You know what I mean. Okay, we're going to pause on the face for a second and go to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I got this in like a little bitty kit from Amazon, and this little sample has lasted me for about 3 months. That is incredible for it to be a sample size. So you go, Too Faced. Getting back to it, the eye makeup, we're going to use the Color Tattoo 24-hour eyeshadow, and this is an 052 Cool. There you go. And it's a pretty little, oh my goodness, pretty frosty white. And I'm going to take just a little bitty flat concealer brush, put a little bit on there, and then I'm going to put it on just the lips. Okay, now you don't want it thick. I know it looks a little messed up here, but you know what? If you make a little mistake, it's okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. They can go figure one of my favorite palettes, the NYX Waiting for Tonight, and I'm going to be taking this, oh my goodness, hello camera, this really pretty green color. It's very shimmery. I'm just going to take a regular eyeshadow brush and put it all over the lid, just the lid. Don't go into the crease. Once you have done that, next color we're going to move on to is, if I can find it, here we go. It's the Maybelline New York Eye Studio, and this is in Sinful Cinnamon. And another little quick note, I know I'm using a bunch of stuff, but to me this stuff, ow! It pinched me. Ow! See, beauty hurts. I'm going to take e.l.f.'s blending eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that red, tap it on, tap it off, make sure you do that. It's going to put this starting on the outside of my eyelid, outer V, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to just slowly work it in little circles inwards. And don't go very high. You know what, you can if you want to, it's fine. But I prefer to just kind of keep it right in the crease and work it just a little bit up. Okay, and see, I have it worked all the way up just to right here, and I took it where it's like kind of angled a little bit and brought it just right below the lower lash line. I know this looks really creepy, and ignoring this little like dip in my head. Anywho, I'm getting over myself. But I'm going to work it just like that, and then now I'm going to do the other side. Once you have done that, just make sure you have all your lines buffed out, nothing too harsh. Because I guess you call this a Christmas smoky eye. But yeah, I'm where I like to keep going back and make sure it's, you know, all even and whatnot. And I like how the red and green goes together. And I'm sorry, my boyfriend's dog is sleeping. Hang on. Hey, Rascal, he's knocked out. Bang! Okay, let's try and stay on subject. To go back to the palette, I'm going to take like this little shimmery green. It's very light green. Then you're going to take a crease brush, because I like that it can get like right up in your tear duct. Just lightly pat it, tap it, and put it in your tear duct just on the very inside. Once you have the inner tear duct highlighted, I'm going to take this really pretty, Oh my goodness, let's get it together. This little pretty brown color, is it on there? Yep, okay. Sorry, I was blinding my viewfinder. Just going to take the same crease brush, pat and tap. Make sure you always get the excess shadow off so you don't have fallout. And then I'm going to work this under my lower lash line. I was trying to figure out a look to inquire pretty golds, green, red, and I figured I'd wing it, see how it turned out, and so far I'm loving it. And something is in my eye. That done, I like to take this little domed shadow brush by Real Techniques and just kind of smooth everything out. I know I'm weird. I'm always going back and buffing. Yeah, get that done. Okay. Oh yeah, we forgot to highlight the brows. Okay, you can take an eyeshadow brush. I say get a clean one, or just wipe yours off really good. And I'm going to take another color out of this palette, and it's this one. It's like a glowy white, not really a buttercream. It's got a little bit more yellow in it, but just a little bit. And when I push this right up in the arch of my brow, because that's where you want to highlight, and just slowly shake down just a little bit, not much. Next thing we're going to do is the eyebrows using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. Okay, first I'm going to take another little Real Techniques brush and just going to take the powder. I don't want to have brows that are just too much, you know? And just kind of pat it, tap it. That's one of my favorite rules. And just fill them into your liking. There's no preference, well, I mean, to your preference, there's no certain way you have to do it. It doesn't have to be thick like Nike sneaker logos. Just however you want it to be. It's completely fine. They're filled in the way I prefer them to be done. And then I'm going to take the little gel side with like the little brush that comes with. And just make sure that my brows are put down because I don't want them to go out of place during the day. And you don't need much of this either. And it also helps fill in the spaces that you couldn't get. Next thing I'm going to do is the eyeliner. And this is a little hard for me doing it on camera, so I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. But to start off, I'm going to use my Maybelline Line Stiletto. And I'm just going to do a nice, pretty wing. And I'm going to start on the outside where my shadow is and draw my tail first. And then just see, it's hard for me talking to this. And 1 second, I'll be back. See? Okay. I had used the Maybelline Line Stiletto to do my eyeliner. And it wasn't as black as I wanted it to be, so I went back in and I used another little solid black eyeliner. I think it was from the NYX Studio, and it was out of one of my palettes. But now I'm going to do my mascara, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to start with my bottom lashes, and this is I'll be using my Great Lash Very limited edition mascara on just the bottom lashes. That's it. And I'm going to just, with a light touch, just wiggle and pull down, so make sure all the lashes are coated. And once more, I understand that this is just like way too much for you, but I really enjoy it. I think it's just so much fun. See, now I look like what's his name? The Mad Hatter. There we go. See that, and then I'd like to get some. Okay, I'm going off to the subject again, but now I'm going to be using on my top lashes. This is my very first time ever using it, so y'all are in luck. It's the new CoverGirl Bombshell Volumizing Mascara, and I'm going to be using the top part because I don't want to use the bottom part just because I got the pretty berry color down there since this is for a Christmassy look. And so far it's It's alright looking. This is a chunky little thing. And like I did, the bottom lashes just wiggle and pull up. I've added another 2 or 3, actually it was 2 more layers after I did the first layer of mascara, and I love this mascara. Way to go, CoverGirl. This is really good. I will be buying this from now on if you keep it around, please. And then I added 1 more coat also to my lower lashes with the berry, and I know the lighting is just so terrible. Now I'm so sorry, but it's all I got to work with. Yes, I hope y'all liking it so far. Okay, now we can get back to the face. We're going to be using bronzer now. This is the e.l.f. Cool Bronzer. It took me forever to get this little number at first. Take an e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm going to go and get this reddish brown because I want like a warm look. Because like with Christmas, I think of like cocoa and hot chocolate, same thing, fireplaces, you know, just warm and cozy feeling when I think of Christmas. And see where this line is? I'm going to contour, just not too long, just like a little bitty line. I don't want, you know, over contoured face. And yes, I make weird faces. And I'm going to go back and blend this out so don't be like, ooh, that looks terrible. Within time, people. All within good time. You see, now I got our 2 little lines. And I'm going to keep this brush and just kind of wipe it off a little bit. And then with circular motions, I'm pushing it up. Working it up just a little bit. Now, I've seen multiple videos of where they contour completely differently, but this is just how I personally prefer to do it. You know, I'm not a model, I'm not someone who's famous and I gotta be perfect for the red carpet. This is just how I like it. Okay, now I got that done. I'm going to use another bronzer, and I got like 2 of everything. It's just, like I said, that's what I like to do. But I'm using the Milani Baked Bronzer, and this is in Glow. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush. This is a blush brush. It's a little big for some blush. I like to use this back near the contour with my bronzer, just with a little bit. And do it like that. And this is lighter. It's not too dark. Just, I think, warms it up even more. And then I'm going to do my temples. Okay, then we're going to use the Revlon Matte Blush, and I'm using an e.l.f. angled brush, pat tap, and my, I can't speak. My camera may die, so forgive me. And just going to put on the apples of my cheeks and pull back. And this color is in Rose Rapture. I thought it was really pretty, nice warm rose. Pat tap. I'm kind of working it just a little bit up because I got high cheekbones. Got this from my grandmother. And kind of just do a little bit upwards because I also have rosacea. I know, I'm a troubled woman. And once we have that done, we're going to take a highlighter. And this is the Physicians Formula Happy Booster little face powder highlighter majigger. And I'm taking a Real Techniques brush again. And this is a stippling brush. And I just pat tap it and put it on top of my cheekbones. And just make sure it's all worked out very evenly. Pat and tap, folks. Now let's take a little more. Cupid's bow. Chin. Right here, a little bit in the forehead, just a little bit. And a little on the nose. Ta-da! And then for an extra bit of oomph, I'm going to be using another Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. It's got these little pebbles. It looks like honeycomb. But they're all loose, so be careful when you open it. I'm going to take an e.l.f. Kabuki brush, lightly pat it around. Just one little bit. And then I'm just going to be using this for an extra bit of glow and to also blend out my makeup. Make sure everything's blended well together. So I got two stones, two birds with one stone. I can't speak. I lost a pebble. And once we have that done, if I can find it, I did have some setting spray. Here we go. It's the e.l.f. setting spray, makeup mist and set, whatever. I shake it up a little bit, spray it. Stuff don't taste good. And I let it dry, and ta-da! We got some makeup look. My hair is a mess, and I'm going to brush it out. Eek. Oh, I was getting a little ahead of myself. I forgot to do the lips, so it was not completed, so forgive me. And this light is horrendous. I'm taking an EOS lip balm, and this is in the, I'm sorry, I always gotta sniff things. It's in a sweet mint. I'm just going to put it all over my lips, and this looks so wrong. Get all nice and moisturized. And then since it's holiday, I kind of want like a pepperminty taste. So I'm going to go with the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm. There we go. And this is in 205 Elusive. Want to just push it just a little bit. And since we got such a glamorous eye going on and all this other stuff, I figured go the lighter, I guess, easier tone lip. And just going to work that all there. Let's try to mess it up. I look completely stupid right now. Mwah.